America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys is the documentary on Netflix, which you can see right here on Roku, that everybody is talking about. And let's talk about it with our buddy, the one and only, the great Michael Irvin.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Give him the drop. Give him the drop, Mike. Give him the drop right off the bat. Right there you go. There you go. Just for you, Michael, right?
I got it. I like it, man. Richard, how you doing, my brother? How's everything going over there?
I am great. How are you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing well, Rich. I'm doing well, Rich. But man, listen, I miss you. I miss the guys. I miss us. I really do, buddy.
Well, here's the thing, Michael. I miss us as well. And us can happen, if you do a handful of things. Answer your phone. Actually clear out your voicemail box that's always full, so I can't leave a message. Those are two things. Just for starters. Us becomes much easier to be us if those two things occur, Michael.
And you're right, Rich. And I must clarify some things.
Yes.
Now, you do understand.
Yes.
The mailbox being full, I would love to clear it out for you, but if I clear that out, my family will call me and clear out all my money. So I leave that box full.
I wasn't thinking. I thought it was about me, Michael. I forgot that you have one more I in your first and last name than I do. So my bad.
You understand, Rich. When you have 16 brothers and sisters, everything that goes wrong, your money can fix. Your money can fix it. And they call you all the time. So,
okay.
I've left that mailbox full for the last 20 years. So,
okay. Now I got it. I won't ever bring that up again. That said, I imagine...
I can take the text, Rich. I can take the text.
Okay, good.
I'm talking about from the family. They said, I think I'm going to lose my house. I can deal with that. But if I hear them I don't know what to do. Your little niece is right here and they're about to put us out. I'm going to write a check right back. You know what I'm saying? So I said,
mailbox is full. Sorry.
For a reason. For a reason.
That said, I imagine your phone must be blowing up over this documentary. People must be hitting you up all the time about what they're seeing from you and your story and the Cowboys story and the reminiscing and the history of this documentary is outstanding. You must be hearing a lot about it, I imagine.
Yeah, I am hearing a lot about it, Rich. And, I was talking to somebody. They said, Michael, why are you being, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. I said, why are you opening up and talk about it? I said, well, first of all, it is history. And truth be told, I'm saved. I'm a spiritual man. And God doesn't save you from stuff like that for you. He saves you to send you back in to get the rest of his. You see what I'm saying? So you got to talk about it to let the people know that are still in it, that you come through it and you can help them. So that's just part of the process.
Michael, I thought I knew everything about you, or most everything about you. You had a hit put out on your life, Michael? Really?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Tell that story if you don't mind here, please. Michael, what happened? What happened?
One of the girls that were in the hotel room that night, the girl, Rochelle Smith, she was married to a cop, a police officer. And I didn't know that. And then I found out when she was coming over with my friend. And yeah, I guess, he couldn't, Rich, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. And he said, he didn't want this thing to go to trial, and he thought the only way it cannot go to trial is to take me out. So yeah, he hired a hitman, but the hitman he hired was an undercover, thank God, and we were in court.
Jeez.
And they came to get us out of court.
Man.
Yeah.
No.
Rich, listen, they sent a documentary. He got 6 years. He got 2 years. He did 2 years. He was getting out of jail, and I was still on probation, right? I went to go see him secretly. I went to go see him to apologize because I didn't know, I went to apologize to him. And also, when I went to go see Johnny and meet with him, he was crying. Oh my God, I've never been so touched, man. He was crying. He said he'd been praying. Like he said, my God, I've been praying. Like I don't know what. I can't believe you're here. God told me He was going to send you here. And he was tapping on me too to go see him to apologize because I was wrong. I took a woman out of this man's house, and I was in the hotel doing things with her and a friend, things like that. So I went to apologize to him, man. Do you know when they found out that I went to apologize to Johnny Hernandez in jail, they called me in and they wanted to put me in jail because I was not supposed to be around any undesirables. I said to them, let me get this right. I said to them, you do know you guys are about to let him out. I'm still on probation. He did 2 years. I'm still on probation. You're about to let him out. I think it's smart I go apologize. Maybe next time it's not an undercover.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Michael.
Maybe next time it's not undercover. And they were like, well, we didn't speak about that. It's not your life. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, then they decided, okay, you just can't do that again. You got to let us know and all of that stuff. But I had a hell of an incredible meeting with Johnny in jail that day. I called some people and they made sure they snuck me in and nobody saw me. But yeah, that was a hell of a moment.
Man, and this is the sort of raw stuff that's in this documentary that is kind of taking people aback a little bit. Obviously, it's years ago. Where the Cowboys, the truth you don't. You see stuff like that on as a log line for a documentary. You're like, yeah, really, already know everything, and then you don't. Did you learn anything? Have you learned anything in watching this documentary that you didn't know, Michael?
Well, yeah. But the things that I learned that I didn't know that I thought was fascinating to the core. When I like to try to find out what makes a man great, what makes a man tick in his journey. Rich, you heard me say it a million times. I measure a man in distance travel. You know what I mean? Let me see your story. Let me hear. And the Jerry Jones story to find out that Jerry Jones' college thesis was on the broken system of the NFL. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. Because most people, I think he's just some country bumpkin that just landed on some money and stole the Dallas Cowboys. To know that he was that directed and that pointed, now he's always been my great friend. I love him, but I think that should say something to people, that this man has been doing this and been after this all his life. I thought that was fascinating, just fast. And he was ready to borrow money from Jimmy Hoffa. You ready to die. You ready to die. You ready to die for your dream. That's the kind of thing that impresses me.
Michael Irvin, Hall of Famer, right here, dear friend, America's team, the Gambler and His Cowboys, available for streaming exclusively on Netflix, which means you could see it right here through the Roku portal, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Last time I saw this background, you were on the left side of a screen on your YouTube channel. On the right side of the screen was Jerry Jones characterizing a player who said, please talk to my agent about the things that you and I have just negotiated. He characterized that as being told to stick something where the sun doesn't shine. And that made some news, Michael, quite a bit. You were breaking some news. Look at you being a newsbreaker. What's happening here, Michael? Like, why would Jerry take a 26-year-old saying the conversations that we had, handshake or not, needs to be run through my agent as being told to stick it up his behind? Michael, what's up with that?
Well, I don't know that that's totally laid out correctly.
Okay, lay it out. Lay it out.
Well, I don't know that I don't know because remember, Rich, I was in a conversation. I wasn't even though I was interviewing Jerry, I feel this was more like a conversation, not a search for information. As an interviewer and an interviewee,
yes.
When he says something like, they told me to shut it, I tried to send it to his agent. He didn't say he tried to send it to Mike. He said, I tried to send it to them. And they told me to stick it up. Now for me, I don't care, how you guys got to these numbers. I'm going to tell you, send them on over. And see, if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm going to tell my agent, you're looking at these numbers. Because whatever, if we don't sign the contract, then it's not a contract. But if you got some numbers on a paper that you believe you come to an agreement with, send those numbers, because it smooths down my negotiation. If say somehow you came up with $40 million a year, well, we really want $43 million a year. And he said he offered the most guaranteed money. And so say you want 4 years and they're offering 5 years. So now I got a $40 million offer for 5 years in front of me. My goal is to get the 43 for 4. If I take the deal, just send it and we'll start negotiating off of it. I'll send it, red line to 40, put a 43, red line to 5 years, put 4 years, and send it back. You're in the middle of a negotiation right now. That's all I'm saying. And I think that's what Micah Parsons should have been saying and should have made sure got done. Wait a minute, we're going to take that number, because now if you don't take whatever they come up with, you want 43 and you're starting at 0. Now you're $43 million apart. I'm just saying, never tell the man with the bag of money, shove it up yours. I don't care what you got, send it over. That's all I said.
Well, okay. And let's take hold on a second. Let's take that from what you just said.
Break it down.
Let's put that in the gospel. Okay, like that's gospel.
Yeah.
If you're the representative and you're hearing that Jerry Jones has called your client into his office, or you've had a conversation with the client without him there, wouldn't you say something along the lines of, that is great, but you're negotiating with me, let's talk about it that way? So let's just put it this way. At this point, what you just said, Jerry Jones is having a difficulty getting past. He clearly told you that on your YouTube channel in the interview.
Yeah.
And clearly, Micah's representation can't get to the table if the guy who won't come to the table with them, because he can't get past what you just mentioned, there's a loggerheads here. And this kid's going to have to get on a plane to Philadelphia next Wednesday or not.
Yeah.
And I don't see, like, somebody's got to tell both sides,
right,
move to each other. And
I'm with you, Rich.
I don't see that. So I nominate you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes. I nominate you. I nominate you, because you can call the man with the bag, right? That you have that. And you, as an 88 clubber, can call somebody, divide that by 8. You can boil it down to the 11 clubber.
That double number.
I'm sure you've got his number. So basically say, hey, I understand you're pissed, but that's the guy with the bag. Just go in there and say, what needs to be said. Don't you want to get paid and stay here, and with the star on the side of your helmet and everything? And you could talk about what that means decades later. I nominate you, Michael Irvin.
Right.
I second your nomination, Rich.
You second it, TJ?
I second your nomination.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
And so did Jerry nominate me. And I would, and honestly, and talking with Michael and tell him, this is your life, is what I'm saying. Listen, and this is what I say to Michael, this is your life. You have to understand when you're dealing, and he does. Michael's very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. But we understand that there are two things here. People always say, oh, this is just business. It's not personal. It is personal, because it's your personal money, Micah Parsons. It's your personal money. Don't let anybody mess with you about that. And the reality is, all of it comes down to you. Now, Micah, I will say this to Micah, that there are so many added benefits to him being here in Dallas. And he knows his master plan. His master plan, Rich, I'm sure, is not just a few hundred million he's going to get from the Dallas Cowboys. He also has a podcast that he can make another $100 million on if he keeps running down the road he's running with that star on the side of his helmet. You see what I'm saying? So when you're doing business on the field, like he's been doing on the field, playing great, and he's doing business off the field, like he's been doing with his podcast, and you got to make sure that both entities are going to do great, and that means you got to play for the Dallas Cowboys to get it like you got it. So now you go back and say, let's make this as great as we can make it, but stop talking about me leaving. And I'm upset with Jerry because I wanted to make him, like I told you guys before, our legendary player. I thought Jerry should have given him a 10-year, $450 million deal. You know what I mean? Like they did with Patrick Mahomes and be able to go into that contract to get us some room to go and get someone else. You know, that's what I wanted to make Micah Parsons because he's that heart, he's that soul, he's an emotional player. Rich, I think this drains him way more than it does a Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb because I see him a lot like me, emotional, and he's an emotional player that gives it on the field, so he takes it very emotionally when it goes against him.
No, for sure. I agree because with Dak and CeeDee, Michael, that felt more like a business negotiation.
It's just business,
This one is caught up in the, I thought we had a handshake agreement. I bought the Dallas Cowboys with a handshake agreement, and I'm an old school guy, and I even redid the handshake agreement because he wanted more money, and then we finally agreed to something, and then he says, talk to the agent, and the agent even doesn't want to look at the numbers, stick it up the ass, or whatever he said, shove it here. And so that, and he's got to be sitting there thinking, CeeDee and Dak didn't have to deal that, and CeeDee didn't even show up to camp. I showed up. I'm there. You know, they told me to be more of a leader, and I showed. And so, so to tell that 26-year-old, hey, kind of got to go into Jerry and say, you're sorry for reneging on the handshake deal and asking him to talk to the agent. He's probably sitting there going, who else in the NFL is being asked to do that? You know, with the numbers that I put up there.
We take these narratives and run. No. I don't think
that's not the narrative, Michael. That's not the narrative.
Yes, it is because it's flawed. It's flawed. Because it's flawed in this sense. Jerry and Michael, it's Jerry and the agent. This is where this issue is. The agent is not. The agent is not receiving whatever Jerry's sending. I don't care if he's sending a note from his mammy. I'm receiving it because we're negotiating. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to. Hey, look, I don't. If he said he had a deal, that doesn't bother me. We're talking about the agent saying, I didn't get you to talk to me first. This has a pecking order. I'm gonna go through me first. And I'm telling you, I don't care about the egos. And I'm telling you, Michael has to tell these two. Yeah. I don't care about your egos. All I care is about my money. Honey, go get it. That's it. And we're football players. Sometimes you gotta step in and be the businessman. That's the part of it. And right now, it's Michael's life, and he has to be careful with it. I would hate for Michael to go play for $24 million this year when he had 159, 60 million, whatever the number is.
I don't know if he's going to do it, Michael. I don't know. So what's your crystal ball? Next Wednesday.
Right.
Well, so how does it work? Wednesday morning, there'll be a bus to the charter, and he's going to be on it or not? Is that basically like how because I'm wondering when midnight's going to be. Last year, Dak was practicing, so he got on the plane to Cleveland. You know, that wasn't the question. CeeDee had already come back. This time around now, the question is the kid can play for $24 million or not. And there's going to be what? A bus from the Star going to the airport for the charter. And is he going to be on it or not, right? Like, that's the question next Wednesday?
That's the question. Pretty much. That's it. And that's the decision.
Yes.
He has to make. That's the decision he has to make. Okay, do I go play for $24 million?
Yes.
Do I stay home, or do I tell my agent, get your butt on a phone call, or tell Jerry, or go to Jerry, let's get you guys together and let's get everybody to talk. I don't care if I go sit in Jerry's office and say, hey, Jerry, let's call my agent together right now and start this conversation. You see what I mean? You got to get people back talking. Leaving these two not talking isn't doing any good for anybody. Now, if Michael signs late, if we get a chance to get Michael in late, the difference is in the CD or that is you can put Michael in this first game. That, like Coach talked about, you give him a few snaps. You just, hey man, listen.
Go on.
We know you're not all the way ready, but you know how to get to the quarterback.
That's number 5.
You see what I mean? So
yeah, go get 5. Go get 5.
You can still use it. Go get 5. That's all we need you to do. Don't worry about it. Right. But somebody got to put down the ego. Somebody got to put down the ego. And since Jerry has the money in the bag, I'm not going to wait on him to put down the ego. I'm going to help me and my agent, and we're going after my money.
It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Because you were pushing back on the narrative I was talking about, that Micah's got to go apologize to Jerry. Fine, that might be too stringent a way of putting it, but you basically said Micah's got to go into the office and say, let's call the agent together, which means it's on him, which is, I guess, we're saying the same thing.
We got to apologize. I ain't got to come and apologize. But I would come on in here and say, let's go. Let's get some good. Let's get some done.
It's you. Yeah. Walk him in. Irv, walk him in.
Yeah, I'm going to get him. I'm going to go walk him in.
Walk him in. Yeah. You walk him in. You walk him in, and then we'll hear about how Michael Irvin got this thing done for the Dallas Cowboys. And you're the conquering hero, and they're all going to come on your show, and you're Michael freaking Irvin, and then the only problem is if Michael wants to leave you a message, he can't on your cell phone. That's the problem.
Yeah, you don't leave any messages. Don't leave any messages. I don't need any messages. But Rich, I am going to try. Rich, I'm going to do something.
There you go. I knew it. I want to inspire you.
No, I really am, Mike. Let me listen. Michael means too much to us. Yeah. Michael means way too much to us, man. Yes. And ultimately, Micah is going. I know Micah's not going anywhere. He's going to be a Dallas Cowboy. And Jerry's he's not that crazy. Sooner or later, and hopefully this week, because now we 1 week away right now. This
is it.
1 week away
tonight. Yes. Yeah. Michael, I love you, man. Thanks for the time. All
right, buddy.
Let's talk or text and then talk. When you're free. That's the way it works. Love you. You take care of yourself.
Love you too, my brothers.
Michael Irvin. Check out his YouTube channel. Please do that. And then, of course, America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, available streaming on Netflix right here on The Rich Eisen Show.